It was supposed to be the perfect weekend escape. 5 college friends, carefree and bonded since high school, heading off for a remote camping trip in the Appalachian backwoods to celebrate their final semester together before graduation. Maya, the fearless leader. Chloe, the prankster. Jenna, the photographer. Rachel, the skeptic. And Harper, the quiet one with a love for journaling and stargazing. Armed with a black Jeep, sleeping bags, snacks, and a campsite reserved near a lake that barely showed up on GPS, marked only as Old Briar Ridge, a place few had heard of, even locals. And though the date road leading to the site was rough and barely drivable, they made it by sunset, pitched their tents under a dense canopy of pines, lit a fire, and toasted marshmallows while music played from a Bluetooth speaker and the sky turned to velvet, never suspecting it would be the last time anyone would see them alive. When they didn't return 2 days later, their families contacted local police, who found the campsite undisturbed, the tent still standing, the campfire burnt out, phones and wallets left behind, and the black Jeep parked exactly as it was in the photos the girls had posted just hours before they vanished. But no footprints, no signs of struggle, no tire tracks leaving the area, just 5 sets of belongings and total silence. And the search that followed was exhaustive. Dogs, drones, helicopters, psychics, missing persons bulletins across state lines. But nothing turned up. Not a scream, not a clue, not a body. And for 5 years, the case remained one of the strangest cold files in the region, spawning urban legends, theories of backwoods cults, black-eyed children, time rifts, and even alien abductions, until one sweltering summer in 2023, a new family moved into a crumbling farmhouse 12 miles from the original campsite, abandoned for decades and known by local teens as the Blood House due to graffiti that read, "Stay out or be carried out" in red paint across the siding. And as they began clearing out the overgrowth, the fathers stumbled upon a rusted storm door buried under brush behind the house, leading to a narrow stairwell carved into the ground, where they discovered a sealed concrete chamber, padlocked from the outside and giving off a rancid odor. And when authorities were called, what they uncovered shook the town to its core. Inside were 5 makeshift bedrolls, chains bolted to the walls, dried blood, fingernail scratches etched into the cement, Polaroids showing the 5 girls in various states of distress, and a journal belonging to Harper, with final entries reading, "He comes every night. He wears our faces. We can't tell who's real anymore," followed by the chilling line, "Rachel's been gone 2 days, but she still sits by the door smiling." And DNA confirmed blood on the walls matched the girls, but not all remains were found. Only 2 partial skeletons, arranged ritualistically in a circle, heads pointed inward, and in one of their hands was a lock of blonde hair tied in a red ribbon that police later matched to Chloe. The house was tied to a former mortician named Elias Bourne, who had vanished in the 1980s after being accused of illegal cops harvesting and suspected of disappearing tourists. And though he was never arrested, the town remembered him as the Face Man, so called because of local rumors that he had learned to perfectly remove human faces and wear them. Stories most dismissed until now, because inside a hidden freezer in the basement, investigators found a rack of latex molds, fake skin, and 5 detailed human face masks eerily resembling the girls', one marked with tape that read Maya, best fit, and fingerprints on the freezer handle that did not match anyone in law enforcement or the family, but was still warm to the touch as if recently used, despite the house having been empty for years. And even more disturbing, surveillance placed around the property days later captured a gaunt figure watching from the edge of the forest each night around 3:13 a.m., always standing still, never blinking, and always disappearing before approached, prompting the FBI to reopen the case and secure the house under federal investigation. But many believe what they found was only part of something larger, a network perhaps, or a single entity that never left. And those who reviewed the original case photos have pointed out something missed for years. In the background of one of the girls' final selfies by the Jeep, barely visible in the tree line, stands a shadowy shape, too tall, too still, and when enhanced, it appears to be wearing what looks like a human face, stretched over a pale skull, grinning at the camera, waiting, watching, A reminder that even in the age of smartphones and satellites, people still disappear, and sometimes what takes them doesn't want them gone. It wants to keep them forever.